My name is Kenneth Westgate, and my rank was E5, Electronics Technician. I think it had to be the next morning. They took a helicopter from the cruiser Canberra to the to the Kitty Hawk, USS Kitty Hawk, which was a carrier. And then I was in sick bay there for a couple of days. And I was hurting. I remember for the first 5 days, I just prayed I could go to sleep. Just let me sleep so it didn't hurt. I never knew a body could take that much pain. I never knew a body could take that much pain. I was very confused when I got wounded. I was on a Kitty Hawk, and believe it or not, I thought I was on, I thought another friend of mine was on. I kept asking for him, you know. Well, it was the guy that I joined the Navy with was on that ship. He was an ordnance, you know, he loaded bombs on planes. And he actually said he saw me taking off the helicopter and being taken down to sick bay. And late years later, I said, well, why did he? I never confronted him because I only seen him a few times after that. Because I said, well, why didn't you come and see me? You know, because I was looking for him. But I thought I was on a different ship with a different guy that I knew, but it was his. It was kind of ironic that he did that. So we took off from the carrier on a plane, two props plane, and then we landed in Clark Air Force Base. And what I remember about Clark Air Force Base was, and I'll get upset about this, but I remember the nurse holding my hand. It was wonderful. Hurting. But and then I was still praying every day that I could sleep, but I finally did get around on my, in a wheelchair. And I remember going down the hall and looking in some of the rooms, and I seen one guy that was just totally crisp black from napalm or whatever he got. I just amazed. So then I was there for about a week and a half, and then they flew me back on a C-130. I think it's a C-131. It's a big Air Force, and it just had like 3 or 4 levels of stretchers, and of course it was full of guys. And I remember laying in there, and for some reason I was looking out the window, and they're also putting caskets on that plane. Casket after casket. And they flew me to, I went to Walter Reed Hospital for a day, and then they flew me, I was probably there for a day or two, but I think it's just a day, and then they flew me to Glenville Naval Air Station, believe it or not, which I was later stationed at, but that'll be later. And then they put me in an ambulance and they drove me up to Great Lakes. But this was on I think it was pretty close to Easter by then, and this all happened on March 11th. And I think Easter was the 1st of April or 2nd week in April. Anyway, so it was a Saturday morning, and my parents and my girlfriend were going to come see me at Great Lakes. And the doctor said, well, we're going to have to operate. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, my lung collapsed again. But I didn't know it. And I told the doctor, I said, well, wait till Monday, because I've been through like 5 operations already, and I just, every time, it just felt like crap. Felt like crap. And I said, wait till Monday. Well, they said, no, we're not waiting till Monday. So they took me down on Saturday morning, and my parents were going to be there around noon, I think. And they put in another chest tube. So I was in intensive care when my parents and girlfriend came in. But anyway, I had a tube going down my nose. I had a chest tube coming out. And I had a big bandage here. And I had a big bandage here. I was white as this uniform. And my father passed out. He'd been in World War II. But I was fine with it. I was starting to feel good. The Great Lakes was a big hospital. It was a big naval hospital there. And of course, it was a naval hospital, so there was, I don't know, 8, 10 floors full of Marines, full of Marines. Look, you know, people walking around with half their heads, no arms, no legs, bad, bad. And they have to live with it. Then I had a friend from Dowagiac, Michigan, Mosier, and he was in the Marines, but he got wounded by the Army shell came in at night when he was sleeping, and just a little bit of piece of shrapnel like that hit him in the spine, and he's paralyzed from here down. And you know, that kind of thing, that hurts, you know. So, but yeah, I started to get around, and they put me on limited duty for a few weeks, and then they I went back to and then they released me to the USS Agile, which was a minesweeper out of Charleston, South Carolina.